Hello and welcome to my first ever Sims video. My name is Amanda and I have not even created the YouTube channel that this is going to be posted on yet, but I kind of just became aware of the massive YouTube Sims community and wanted to be a part of it, so I figured I would just, take a shot at it and see how it works and try this whole monologuing over the video thing, which is very weird for me, but yeah, I wanted to try it because it seems like fun. So this is a house that I built yesterday. I'm really bummed because I foolishly tried to record using the in-game recording, and I realized when I watched it that that was horrible and obviously not what everybody else was using to record. So I am not going to be using that footage. I recorded this using just the QuickTime app on my laptop, and I'm recording this audio on my phone. But yeah, so anyway, this is my first YouTube speed build kind of thing, and I think my approach to building this house was a little bit different than I usually do, because I think I don't usually build with a goal. I'll have pretty much one point of inspiration, and then I'll build around that. I built a Spanish style home that I wanted to be in an L shape, or I see a room in a music video and I'm like, okay, I want to recreate that room and build a whole house around it. But for this build, I kind of just wanted to build something for YouTube. So I was like, I'll build a 5-person family home that kind of just is a normal house and not anything kind of weird or freaky. So this is my attempt at that, and I hope that it fulfills that. But as you can see, my style of decorating is kind of completely not room by room. I've noticed that some YouTubers will build a room and then decorate the whole entire room and kind of go like that. But my approach to it, I had not even really thought about it before doing this build, but my approach is generally to kind of put down the base furniture in each room and then come back through and put in all the details and all the plants and lights and stuff like that. So, because as you can see, when I first started this video, all my furniture was pretty much in here except for all the decorations. And I feel like that's kind of more how I would actually decorate a real house too, is you go in and obviously all the counters are there and you already have a couch and everything, but then you go through, afterward and add all the decorations. So that's kind of my approach to decorating sim houses too, I guess. But yeah, I honestly don't really know what to talk about or what to say. This is so new to me. I'm just gonna keep trying, I guess, and keep doing this because I feel like the whole monologuing thing will get easier and easier. But yeah, actually back to the build. So you can see now I'm in one of the 2 children's rooms. I initially was gonna do a boy and girl thing, but then I was like, that's dumb. So I decided to do one kid room and one teen room. They're both really small. I tend to usually go for massive houses with a lot of space. So this was actually a little bit of a challenge for me to have such a tiny room that is a more realistically sized room, but is seems so small to me because I'm so used to doing giant rooms. But these 2 bedrooms share that bathroom, which I really like doing for children's rooms, because I think that also is a very realistic way of building a house. Not every bedroom is going to have an ensuite bathroom, and that's usually how I do it. So I'm really trying to go for the realism here. I also am sad to say that I just pretty much when I discovered the whole YouTube thing, I also discovered some cheats that I did not know about. I tend to be a rule follower when it comes to games. So when I actually do play The Sims, I don't use any cheats. Sometimes I'll use a money cheat if I want to build something, but I generally don't use any cheats. I don't use any relationship cheats or anything like that. I'm very much an organic, player. But when I'm building, I have no problem using cheats. So I learned about obviously the move objects cheat, which is awesome. And really, really just completely transformed the way that I build. So I'm kind of just still experimenting with that kind of stuff and the whole, press 9 and it raises up thing, because that's really convenient, and I've always been super bothered by the fact that there's only like a couple slots for each like surface. So that's been really awesome for me. Like when I first discovered that, I went home to my roommate and was like, oh my god, like I monologued for like 10 minutes about how much this was going to transform how I build. But yeah, so I'm just kind of like putting the finishing touches on this house now. Like I was saying earlier, I kind of like go through at like different levels of detail, I guess, you know, like all the base furniture first, and now I'm kind of just going through and putting in all the wall decorations, all the like little finishing touches. And I think I actually put a little sitting area right here. That's something also that I've tried to improve since I started watching like sim YouTube videos. I used to kind of always have like 2 square walking area like everywhere, and you know, like have like wide hallways that didn't really have anything in them. But I keep saying, I'm really trying to go for more realism, and in reality, like that is enough space for you to have a little sitting area. So, and I'm also trying to get better at just using wall decorations in general. I tended not to use them up until very recently, just because I always play with the walls down. So I don't really see them, but it really does add something to the house when it's actually fully decorated like that. So that's something I definitely want to do more in the future. Just try to fill up all the walls, because it definitely does make it look a lot more homey and a lot more realistic, honestly. So as you can see now, I'm just kind of like finishing up. I always tend to kind of just do plants last, you know, like just to fill in the gaps, but I feel like that works. Yeah, it's really interesting doing a build like with YouTube in mind. It's just really weird for me because, like I was saying, I've never like built with a goal before this. So it's really weird, you know, just building and knowing that somebody's going to be watching it, and that this is not just like my private home for myself. But it's really interesting, and I really like it. So I think I'm going to continue to do this. Like I was saying, I usually like to do giant houses with really big spaces. So I usually will do either a pool or like actually even a smaller house with like a giant garden, you know, fountains and little pathways and those little hedge arch things. I really like to go with a big garden most of the time, but I wanted to just kind of keep it simple, keep it realistic. So I just kind of had a little barbecue area and a little bit of seating, like it would be in an actual family home. And I also am just kind of getting used to, I don't know how to like say, like stylistic consistency, I guess. Like you can see right here, I'm kind of like, what should I put to like cover all this? And then I realized that I have columns at the front, and like I should put columns. So that's something that I definitely want to like get better at, is, you know, just like keeping a consistent style throughout a build. I'm not like horrible at it, but like I feel like I definitely could improve. So that's kind of going to be my goal. And hopefully you guys, any of my viewers or listeners, can keep me accountable. So, oh my God, seriously, the Move Objects cheat like changed my life when it comes to gardening and landscaping, because none of this shit was possible before, and that like killed me. Like I said, I love to do big gardens. So like the fact that I could only put one thing in each square, like seriously killed me. But yeah, this is the finished build. I'm really, really proud of it. Like I said, I haven't really built with a goal like this before, so the fact that it's like pretty symmetrical, pretty stylistically consistent, and sleeps 5 people is really awesome to me. So hopefully you guys like this video. I don't really know what to do or how to do this or how to sign off or anything, but thank you so much for watching, and obviously you can see I'm uploading this to the gallery, so you can go ahead and download it if you please. So thank you so much, and like and subscribe.